coming up on today's episode.
Good day, YouTube. Here with you at the bench once again. This is the realistic DX-160. Doing some research on it. This is for reference, this video series on this unit, fixing it and things like that. It's going to be a long series as far as time wise. I did some checking first, and you can see what I'm looking at is the serial number, 43720, looks like. Anyway, anything after 418XXX, something like that, is the later version, so this is obviously the later version. That means there's two different service manuals for this. There's a first and a second edition. So I have the second, and I do have both of those, but the second doesn't appear to be completely not accurate, but I mean completely complete. For one thing, I think the main schematic is missing. Main difference of the two, I believe, is the output IC for the original was different than this one. And I think that's mainly the difference, but again, I don't know for sure. I'm just I was going by what I read on the internet, and so that's that. Now, I did watch a video on this on YouTube for some repairs, see what common problems these are having, things like that. And one of the items that popped up was the circuit board. Apparently, the circuit boards they used in these. I'm assuming at least the early version, I don't know about the later version, but they had some soldering problems, and if you have basically missing bands, you may have that problem. So also the guy that I watched said you can go ahead and replace the capacitors, but they're usually pretty good, so I don't know. I think this might have been a few years ago when he posted this, so don't know. But again, let's put this down. I want to take a look at the circuit board. This is one of the main areas I think he was talking about, was on this board here, this green board. I believe this is the one he was talking about here, but I'm not really sure. There's two sides to it, obviously, and one side you can see solder on, and the other side you can't. Now, looking at the, let me get my little pointer stick. Okay, looking at this area here, you can see there doesn't appear to be any solder there, and that's a full pad. Now, I don't know if that's connected. Well, it's ground it looks like, but so I don't see anything on this side. I think that's what he was referring to. I think the little barrel connectors in between the top and the bottom of the traces or the boards that basically transfer solder from one side of the board to the other either were not constructed properly or whatever, but they don't allow the circuit or the solder to flow from one side to the other like later boards do. So maybe that was it, I don't know, but I'm going to do some more research on that and find out better what I'll maybe watch it again, maybe find out better what the problem is. It may be on the other side of the board, I don't know. Let's take a look at the other side of the board and see if we can tell anything by that. Alright, I do remember he was talking about this switch here, the function switch, main function switch, or band switch, whatever you want to call that. And that's where the problem area was between the tops and the bottom of these connections. So now this doesn't appear to have a problem, but I didn't look at it really close. Let's see if we can get a little closer on this one. Like I say, it looks okay. I don't know. I'm not. I'm looking with my regular glasses on. I don't have my magnification glasses on. But again, it looks okay. Obviously, we'll get in a little closer with the magnification and see what we can see. But anyway, that's just one of the things I found out by watching stuff like that. Now, obviously, I think I will replace these caps, E-caps, but I'm not really sure if that's the first step or what. Again, I like to hook up a signal tracer to the volume control, high side, and see if we get any radio action at all other than the audio amp. Now, the audio amp's what I'm thinking is the problem, but again, like I said, it's hard to tell without some kind of test of the at that point. If you're getting radio signals out of the high side of the volume control, nothing through the volume, or nothing out the speaker, well, obviously then you've got a problem with the amplifier. So, but like I said, that's kind of where we're at. Where is the AF gain? There it is, right there. So looking at this, I would say that that's the ground side. I'm not really sure, but it looks to me like these are black wires, probably going to ground. I can use the meter to find out for sure, because you have basically, this is a shielded cable, because one side goes to the ground. Obviously that would be ground then, and this would be the input probably, and this is of course the output, and there's the other shielded cable going to the amplifier probably. So there you go. That should tell you something, I think. And so that's what we're going to do first. We're going to basically hook up a signal tracer at this point right here and just see if there is any radio action at all coming out of the receiver. And if there is, well, then we can proceed from there. So, and if not, well, that tells you something too, doesn't it? Alright, we'll be back. Alright, we are back again now. I got just when I tested the hookup on this, I've got the speaker hooked up, and I wanted to see, I wanted the speaker hooked up just in case, but, when I was doing the tracing. But anywho, long story short, obviously we are receiving something. I have some switch set wrong somewhere. I don't know what. Let's see. Okay, I've got it in record or whatever that is. AVC is fast, so that's good. That may have been the problem before. I may not have had that set right. But anyway, as you can hear, it does appear to be doing something. Now that's near the, I shouldn't say near, it's pretty close to the local station, according to that. Now I may be on the wrong band, but it says B, and if I look at the B band, that appears to be the one I need to be on. So let's go down one. We are getting noise on the A band. Meter is working. Let me get you turned around so you can see the dial. Or not the dial, the meter. You can see that works. So let's get back on the other band. I don't think there's anything at all on that. I'm going down here to 84. See if we pick up anything there. Obviously something there. Well, there we go. Had on SSB. See if that makes any difference. Obviously that was the problem. So there we go. This thing does work. Obviously there's no problem with those solder joints. So I'm thinking maybe just a cap job on this one might be in order. Alright, so there's one station. Let's just see what we can get here, if anything more. Alright, well I'm going to a different band. Let's go down to C. See if we get anything there at all. Okay, that appears to be dead. So there is still a possibility that a solder problem may be prevalent, because it said it can affect one or more bands. So, you know, this may be it. I've got the RF gain all the way up. I've got the AF gain up. And you can, if you can see the meter out of that, I don't know if you can or not. Now you can. No movement on the meter at all. So I would say that's a possibility for that one. I don't know if there's normally very much on there anyway. Getting some, you can hear a little bit of something. There you go. No meter movement, you still get something though. Alright, let's go down, or go another band. And again, that could be the range switch too. Band switch. It is really hard to turn, I know that. Not much there either. But again, that problem that with the solder joints can affect more than one band. So obviously the broadcast band and I believe the A band seem to be having fairly functional. So, and let's see if there's anything on the next one. Yeah, you can hear some problems there. So I think that's probably in order as a good cleaning of the switch. So, you know, I think that's our first order of business because that's probably the easiest. Of course, we can look at the connections too. Make sure they're all good. This appears to be the problem though, as far as I think anyway. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go back to A band, or B band I should say. That seems to be working. Alright, so anyway, there you go. There's a look at a quick look. at our find, and it does work, and which we're happy about that. So that lessens our burden as far as what we have to do to this unit. And as such, that will probably be on the next video in this series. But for now, I think that's going to do it, because like I said, we have a direction, we know what we're kind of looking for. We can look at these really close with the, like I started to say before, with the magnification, and see. I don't know if it can turn this up like this and see it a little better or not. You know, I think the problem area was where the switch wires actually connect to the circuit board, I believe. I think it was in this area here, and I think that's where the problems were. So we'll check those out on the other side as well, and see if there's anything that we can do for that. I'm going to unplug this before I get myself shocked. And I'm trying to see what I'm looking for is the connections right underneath the band switch itself. Get this speaker connection off so I can turn this back on its flat on its bottom. Alright, well, it's these, I think it's these connections here, maybe here. All these connections we'll look at, but I think especially these ones here. I think that's where our wires hook up over here. I know I'm not showing you what I'm looking at, I don't think. I don't know if I can zoom in on that a little bit. There it is. It's not really great, but I may be too close, I guess. But I can see on the one, this one up here, you can see it looks like it's been resoldered. They're shinier than the rest. So maybe somebody tried to fix it already like that. I don't know. Alright, we are back once again. After the radio actually worked, I sent the little video I made of that to Bob, and he tells me that this is not a loop stick. Okay. That sure looks like a loop stick. You know, I'm not saying these are, but I'm saying this is. I'm saying it's an FM or AM loop stick. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, what he suggested was to attach a couple clip leads to the antenna leads over here, and that's what I'm going to do. And then we're going to try it again. I got to hook the speaker back up. But we're going to try that again and see. Now, also, I wanted to go over something that I think I might have done the first time I tried this. You remember the time it didn't work? Now, these look alike, okay? And I think I might have hooked the speaker up here. And that is the fuse. I might not have, but, you know, it's possible that I did. Really, probably that would explain the hum. Wouldn't have been a lot of voltage on it because it's just a pass-through. I mean, it's just, you know, there's, as long as there's a fuse in there, there's only the voltage drop across the fuse, which is negligible. And so, probably wasn't much voltage on it. So, that's probably why it didn't blow up my speaker. But anyway, so we're going to hook it up where it's supposed to be hooked up here, and then we can try it out. You know, I'm not showing you half this. We're going to hook it up here where it's supposed to be hooked up. In fact, I want you to watch me do it. We'll do it that way. Here's our, see, right there, that's the fuse. I just happened to look outside the box what I was doing, and I noticed that was the fuse. That's not what we want. We want this one. Now we're going to put our little box back down there. We're going to get these out of there so we don't get them mixed up with anything. And basically what we're going to do is put this down like this. I don't think there's any problem with that, just like it is. But what I want to do is hook up the clip leads for the antenna, and then we're going to go from there. Get a couple of long ones if I can. Now I don't know which one of these is supposed to be on. I'll try it on the middle one first. Ground is ground, I know that. But probably not a big deal. One way or the other. Two ought to be enough, just to give us an idea of what it's doing. I'm going to put it up on stand when we actually do this, so because I don't want to be I don't want to be, but I don't want to be it. Whatever it is. Loop that around a little bit so it's up there and the breeze. And we're gonna plug it in also while we're up when we get it up here. So let's get it up here and go from there like that. That should work. Alright, make sure we're off. We are. Plug it in. Now let's get around to the front of this so you can see what I'm doing. A little bit at least. So let's turn it on. What band we're on. Let's make sure what band we're on. We're on B. So that should be correct. But we're obviously not getting anything. Again. RF gains all the way up. It's like it's not even hooked up. I know I got it on the right one. Let me double check. There's absolutely no sound coming out of that speaker. So, let's double check everything. Ground on the ground. That's on there. Maybe a bad connection, maybe here. Just guess. Oh, I know one thing. I hooked up to the wrong speaker. I'm hooked up to the left one. I was hooked up to the right one before. I don't know, maybe there's a problem with that speaker over there. And there's even a possibility it's not plugged in good. Or at all. Come to think of it, it's not. Okay, this will make a difference. Should, anyway. Oh yeah. Not sure where that's come from, unless it's a camera. It might be the camera. Definitely something there. It could be 84. I mean, it's around that area. Let's go up to where we know we have something. Okay, the tremor was way down the antenna trimmer. Now let's go back down, see if that makes any difference when we get down here. Trying to pick something out of there, but it's not doing a very good job. Now, there's something there, but it's just not coming in good. But again, that's just 2 clip leads, so we don't expect a lot out of that. In fact, I'm going to change the orientation just a little bit on that because it's stretched a little too tightly. There, that's better. Alright, so like I said, we do have this all set right, I think. If we don't, well, it's too bad, I guess. We're playing a lot of oldies here lately. I wonder if I switched formats. See what we got up above there, maybe. Alright, well that's that. Let's go to band C. Well, pretty much go dead when that happens. So I'm going to say I still think either that connection is bad. Here's my plan. Let me turn this off. Turn this around a little bit. So here's my plan for rejuvenating this. I want to completely remove this. I want to leave the wires on the switch. In other words, I'm not going to unsolder them from the switch, but I am going to unsolder them from the circuit board. Of course, I will take pictures of those first. And then, once I have got all the pictures done, I can unsolder those. Remove the switch itself. This, I think, is just, this is not wrapped around. That's just going over that, I guess, for a guide or something, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. But like I say, I want to take the switch off and completely clean it. I want to lubricate the where the little, that part is, you can see the ball bearing, because that is just way too hard to switch. So I want to clean that and clean the switches, and then I will put it all together, making sure all the joints are sufficiently soldered and all that, and that, I think that will take care of that problem. Now, if that's all the problems, I'll be happy. Obviously, again, I want to take and get those old caps off there because they are old and they are meant to be replaced. I don't know, I'm not saying that that's going to help it a lot, but like I say, it can't hurt it. And so that's what I'm going on. So that's my plan. you have any comments on it, let me know, because unless I'm thinking of something wrong. But like I said, I think that's where a lot of the band problems are with this, is this switch and its related connections to the motherboard. So that's why I want to leave these on there. I want to make sure when I get the pictures that I get pictures of exactly what I'm connected to. And like I said, I can go from there then. And like I say, with this off, it's not really a dirty switch. I mean, you know, the whole thing looks pretty clean, but at the same time, I think it just needs some really good cleaning. It's possible, I guess I could do some deoxit or cleaner like I have, and just spray them and then try it. But see, with it so hard to turn, it's, you know, you need to, when you do that, you need to turn it around, you know, quite a bit to get it to loosen up or to clean the contacts. And if you can't turn the switch, well, it won't do that then. So that would be a problem. I think you'll agree. So like I said, well, those are actually marked. I didn't know they were brown, red, orange, yellow. Yeah, okay, those were marked. I don't really have to do that then. As long as they're marked correctly, I don't think I'll have a problem with that. But I'll take pictures of them just in case, you know, it don't hurt. It's just insurance. So I've got 3 sets of contacts that I've got to do. I think that's all. There might be looks like a ground connection there, or just a bare wire. I think that's what that is. Right there, I believe. And so that'd be the plan. Those remove obviously from the top, the screws do. And once I can do that, I can route that. I'll take the knob off. I don't know if the knob has. See if these knobs have set screws in them. I don't think they do. At least I'm not seeing any. Nope, they just pull off. So take that off, and once I do that, then I should be able to pull it out through there. And this would, like I said, this would just raise up over the top of that and stay there. You know what I'm saying? It won't bother anything. Shouldn't anyway. So that's the plan. Stan. We'll go from there. So, alright, that's gonna do me.